Good morning friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also please give your valuable comments. You can also visit the playlist. In the playlist, I have provided almost all the topics in a very systematic order. I hope you will make use of it for your continuous study. My dear friends, in the last class we are discussing about some of the treatment principles of Kaumarabhrithya. In that, we have explained one important treatment principle related to dosha, dusha, malaschaiva, mahatam vyadayashaye, ta eva sarve bhalanam, matratu alpataramata, and also the nivrittir vamananidam, mrudutvam paratantratam, vakcheshtyo rasamartyam, vikshabaleshu shastravit. So, these two shlokas we have explained, these are the very important treatment principle of Kaumarabhrithya. So that we have already discussed in the last class in detail. So today we will move on to another important treatment principle, that is tataha prakriti bhedoktha ruper ayuhu parikshanam prag upadiksha rasaha kuryat balasya jnanavan bishak. Tatra prakriti bhedokta ruper ayu parikshanam Pragu Riktarasa Kuryat Balasya Jnanavan Bishak. This is the shloka from Ashtanga Sangraha, Uttara Tantra. So what actually he is telling here is, a wise pediatrician should examine the child for the symptoms of long life. Okay, so when you are starting the treatment, this is also one of the treatment principle. First you have to understand the physiological aspect of the child. A wise pediatrician should examine the child for the symptoms of the Ayu Lakshanam. Ayu Lakshanam means that is symptoms of life, long life. This should be done as for the Prakriti Bhediya Adhyaya of Sharirasthana of Ashtanga Sangraha. So this is Prakriti Bhedoktha Rupir. So in the Ashtanga Sangraha Uttara Tantra, this shloka is given. What he is telling that you have to refer the Prakriti Bhediya Adhyaya of Sharirasthana of Ashtanga Sangraha. So in the Sharirasthana, he explained so many things related to the normal symptoms of long life related to children. So head of the child should be placed facing the east, like that so many things are given. That's a different issue. Now see, similar kind of explanation is also seen in Shushu Samhita. Okay, while explaining the definition of Kaumarabhrithya, Sushruta also says the same thing. Navagraha akriti vijnanam skandasya cha nishevanat, like that. Sharireshu cha kirtitam. The shloka ends with the word Sharireshu cha kirtitam. That means Navagraha akriti vijnana, certain of the yoni doshas, all these are the subject matter of Kaumarabhrithya. Along with that, the topic which is explained in the Sharirasthana of Kaumarabhrithya, Sharirasthana of Shushu Samhita, is also included under the subject matter of Sharireshu cha kirtitam. Okay, so he explained that. Similarly, here also he says that to get the proper knowledge of this symptoms of long life in children, how to identify the symptoms of long life in children, you need to refer for Prakriti Bhedoktha, Prakriti Bhediya Adhyaya of Sharirasthana of Ashtanga Sangraha. Okay, so this is one of the important things which is mentioned. Another, Ashtanga Sangraha explains one more important treatment principle, Shurer Ayudhir Nagaram Parehe Yata Shishor Vapus Tadvat. That means just a city is protected from the enemies by the brave man equipped with the weapons, isn't it? Protection of the city is only possible if there is a brave man who is there in the entrance gate, who is equipped with the weapons which is needed. Similarly, the body of the child should be protected from the different kind of disorders. Body of the child should be protected from the different kind of disorders, especially he says grahas, rogas, by different appropriate treatment methods. This is also included under the treatment principle of a Kaumarabhrithya. So they are giving some of the basics. Okay, detail we will see later. So yata shishu or vapu. Okay, vapustat. Vapu means body. So the body of the baby shishu should be also protected from videher, bahuvider, vivider graher, by different graha rogas, the body of the baby should be protected. Okay, so this reference is available in Ashtanga Sangraha. Now come to the next part. This is there in Kashyapa Kilastana, very important shloka, and we know that Kashyapa is the first person who considered Ahara as Mahabhaishya. Ahara as Mahabhaishya. Nacha Ahara samam kinchit Vaishajyam upalapyate. That means food itself is the main food, important medicine. Food itself is the medicine. Or a wise pediatrician should convert food into medicine. Okay? Shakyate apya annamatrena naram kartu niramayaha. So we can make a person diseaseless if you methodically and justified way, if you adopt the eating methods. Okay, by just adopting or modifying the ahara krama of the child, you can prevent so many disorders. There is no need of only giving medicines unwantedly. Atascha sarva bhutanam aharam sthiti karanam. Ahara is responsible for everything. So that is explained by Kashyapa. So this is a very important treatment principle, that a wise pediatrician should use ahara as medicine. Don't unwantedly load the medicine to the child. Instead, convert the ahara itself into medicine. So how this is possible? This is a special concept which has been given by Kashyapa. He says that ahara is Mahabhaishya. Now, maximum disorders can be cured by proper intake and modification of the food. Rightly taken food maintains the stability, sthiti karanam. Okay, rightly taken food maintains the stability of the body and responsible for the stability of the vital prana also. Prana dharanam, sthiti karanam and prana dharanam. So even a good medicine which is given with the improper diet may be useless and may be poisonous at times. Even a food which is used in a justified way may act as medicine. So in children, instead of loading the medicine, it is better to modify their diet to fulfill the purpose of the food and also medicine, in order to overcome the limitations in drug administration. Now we have got a lot of limitation and challenges when we are administering the drug in children, because many times they are not accepting it. It is palatability is the issues. Okay, getting the taking the child into confidence is also a big issue. So these are the things. Now, for example, therefore, if you modify the ahara, okay, normally taking ahara by the child, liked ahara, the ahara which a child likes very much and willing to take it, if that ahara itself is made into medicine, then it is always good. How it is possible? To give an example, for example, in case of mild degree of diarrhea, suppose in case of mild degree of diarrhea in the child, a juice of dadima serves the purpose of both food and medicine. Okay, so child is definitely willing to take the dadima juice. Okay, now juice of dadima is also act as a food, and dadima is also having kashaya rasa, therefore dadima is also good in diarrhea. Similarly, so many examples we can give. Okay, so many preparations that we use in the kitchen for cough and cold, etc. So that can be used. So small quantity of takra, one more example is small quantity of takra. Takra is also a food, but in the meantime takra is also a medicine, we know that. So small quantity of the takra with salt mixed takra, quite helpful in mild gastric upset. Okay, child is having some diarrhea, some gastric upset, bloating, etc. So a small amount of the takra is sufficient instead of giving so many medications. So this is one of the important treatment principles mentioned by Kashyapa, that is ahara is Mahabhaishya. Another important treatment principle is Patya sevinam arogyam gunena bhajate naram apatya sevinam kshipram roga samabhivardhati. So this is also given by Kashyapa in Kashyapa Kilastana Vaishak Jopakramaniya Adhyaya. So that is, those who take the congenial food will always have good health, while those who don't will lose their health. So treatment of kafaja kasa turns useless until if the child takes the kafakara ahara. So this is very important of the patya. How the patya plays is important. Child is suffering from kafaja kasa, but while giving the treatment, child is also continues to take the kafakara ahara. Now that definitely the treatment will turn useless. Okay. So these are some of the important treatment principles which is mentioned in Kashyapa Samhita. In the next class, we shall see some more interesting treatment principle which is mentioned as far as Kaumarabhrithya is concerned. Thank you very much.